Okay, what's up guys? I'm going to show you how to upload your web application into a backend server like this. So first, you need to have all your files of your applications in like a separate folder here. You make a copy of it. You need a GitHub account. You go to your GitHub account and you upload all your file except for this node module folder here. This one you leave it here, you don't upload it, okay? So I have a separate backend folder here, and the front end I just put everything here. So what you do, we're gonna upload the backend to Railway because for some reason I couldn't upload the front end here. You click new, GitHub repo, you choose your GitHub, whatever, and then it's gonna bring something here. Hold on, click abort. So go to settings. You're gonna want to generate a domain so that you could actually go and see if it's working. So this is gonna be your backend link. So before you probably run it on your local host. So you will make like a, hold on, let me show you. I think it's this one. So let's say before you were running on your local host, all your API calls will be like this: localhost, then the port, slash whatever. So now that it's on the web server, you're gonna change the local host for whatever shows up here, okay? You're gonna specify the root directory. So in my case, the root directory of my backend is part manager slash backend, okay? So I will put here, where is it? So I will put here slash backend, okay? And then you click this check mark, okay? And then build command, here you type in npm install. In my case it's npm install, and the start command, I think it's was node app.js if I'm not wrong. These commands here, this one, it's all the command that shows up if you go to like where does it show? Doesn't show it here. So the command that you put here is the same command that you will write on your terminal to like oh, hold on one second, to like start your web server. So I'll show you here. Let me close this. So I'll take the one here. This one runs on the local host. So on the local host, this is my backend file that you could see like here, okay? It's exactly this file, okay? So let's say I'm inside this file. I will go here and I will go node app.js, node app.js, and then this will start my backend server, okay? You see server is running on port, database connected. So this is what's gonna happen when we're gonna deploy it in Railway, okay? And you also need, for Railway to work, you also need I think I didn't do it here. Did I do it here? Okay, so you need a .env file, and inside this .env file you need a port variable, or else it's not gonna know which port to run. And even if you specify a port, it decides by itself which port it wants to run on. But you still need this variable key inside this .env file. If you don't know how to get the .env, you go here, .env npm, I think. It tells you how to like include it in your files. You could do require, you could import. You need this, and in your .env file where it says, like, let's say here he put like private key, you need to have a variable here that says port, or else it's not gonna find it, okay? So in the build command you put npm install, or maybe you're using something else. you have to go and see what's your build command depending on what you're using, okay? But for what I'm doing, it's npm install. So what this does, okay, is gonna look into the, because remember we didn't upload this node module file, okay? So it's gonna go into the package.json. It's gonna look at like everything that you have here. Same thing for the front end. It's gonna look at all the packages that you have here, and when it's gonna run npm install, it's gonna download all those dependencies. And this is exactly the same command that I typed before here to start the this is the backend server, so it will be node app.js, okay? So everything else looks backend. Okay, let's see if this works. Oh, removed. What the fuck? Okay, well, I'll show you the one I already did it, okay? So it's exactly the same thing. I'll go into settings to show you. It gave me like a URL. This is the service name, backend, npm install, and the command to run the app, okay? And once you deploy, it's gonna come here. Every time you every time you update your backend file here, it's gonna redeploy at some point. It's usually pretty fast. And if I click on it, you could see like the build log here. So you will go here on the build log. If you have any error, it's gonna show up here, okay? So this shows you everything that it's doing. If you have any error and it doesn't run, it's gonna come and show you here, okay? And in the deploy logs, once it's finished, you see server is running on port 6621. I didn't even put this port, but he chooses to run it on this port. But you need the port variable in your environment file. And here you see database connected. And to check if it's working, you go here. So in my app.js, I put a route in the beginning that says not this one. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, I think I just put it. Here. Okay, so here, this line here, I just put it so that if you go to the home page, it's gonna send you this message. It's working. This is just so I know. Okay, it's actually working. Okay. So this is for the back end. Okay, this is how you set up the back end. For the front end, I couldn't upload it on Railway. It just, so what would happen when it runs the command to exactly run this one, but for the front end, it just kept running on like a local host, but it kept running on the local host of this machine here. So there was like no way that I could connect to it with like the URL that they gave me. I tried to play with the config file, but I just couldn't get it to work. Okay, so instead you have to go to render, make an account and everything. You see how many times I tried and it failed here. It took me a while to get this working. So you see the type here for the front end. For the VueJS, it has to be a static website. If you choose web service, it doesn't work. I don't know why. So I'll do a new one here, okay? So you could choose all these things here, but for my app, I'll choose a static site. Okay, connect. So let's say this one I'm gonna do like test 2, whatever. So this one, my front end, okay, my front end files are exactly inside this file, part manager. I don't have like a separate front end folder. I just put everything here, okay? So I'm gonna put here /. This one, if I remember correctly, I think I just did npm install and npm run build. Publish directory for VueJS. VueJS is dist, okay? And where I get this information, I think I was looking like how to deploy VueJS app. See, I look up some stuff to like to deploy it on a server because I couldn't figure it out. So I think here you go to, what's this website called? VueJS. I think it's VueJS deployment. You go to the first link here. Okay, so this is how I learned that it's the static app. Okay, so if you're developing your front-end app separately from your backend, which is what I did, your backend exposes an API, blah blah blah, and your front-end is essentially a pure static app. So after I read this, I came here, and that's what I choose. When you click new here, I choose the static side. Before I was choosing like a web server, which wasn't good. So you choose static side, and then if you go, you could go down here. They give some examples for some of the website, not all of it. So since we're using render, so they say npm run build, the build command, and the publish directory is dist. So this is why I put the I think we just need npm run build. I think it's gonna work. Let's see. Npm run build, publish directory is dist. Okay, you go, what's advanced? Let's see what's advanced. So you could add some environment variable, add secret file, auto deploy. I didn't touch any of these. I just click. So I just click create static site. Okay, let's see if this is gonna work. So if you get any error, it's gonna show up here. Okay, but I just uploaded this and everything was fine. So we'll see how it goes. And on top here, every time you upload your GitHub, any file in whatever you specified here, anytime you upload, you update one of the files, it's gonna show you here. So let's say you uploaded the main file like 1 minute ago, it's gonna say, okay, update main file JS 1 minute ago, and then you could actually manually redeploy. You could deploy latest commitment, but once it detects a change, it usually deploys right away. Okay, so it says it's live here. Uploading build, your site is live. It may take like a minute or two to work, but you should see my app right now. Let's see. Okay, so this is the app that I created. Okay, it's just like a simple app. You could add a truck. You come here, you add a truck, and then you could like you go on one of the trucks, and then you could add some parts. You could edit to show. So this is connected to my Mongo database. Okay, here. What you might have to do, you might have to go to network access here. Oh, let me just log in. So you might need to give access to the front end that you just deployed, because I think as a default not everyone has access. So forget like all of these. Some of these I think I was trying some stuff. I don't know what all these IPs are all about. I'll delete them soon. But I'm pretty sure you have to put this 000. This gives access to everybody. So like everybody from everywhere can go to your website, to this link here, and just play with your app. If you don't want everybody, you just want like these guys, I think that you need to get like IP somehow. There's supposed to be an IP somewhere, or maybe you could just put this and it translates back to a DNS. I'm not sure how you do that. Okay, I just put 000 everywhere, so I don't break my head. So as you can see, I'm gonna modify. Let's say a brand new engine. Okay, so I'm gonna modify the name of this. I'm gonna modify the name on this one. Okay, please wait. Edit successful, and then you see here it changed it. So it's connected to my. So I'll restart it just so you can see everything is like connected to my Mongo database. Okay, thank you for watching, guys.